Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play NBA 2K18. Und das Training habe ich beendet und jetzt geht's gegen die Houston Rockets und wir hoffen mal, dass das Spiel genauso gut wird wie das letzte gegen die Kings. Ich habe ein bisschen mehr Spielzeit, das heißt, ich habe die Chancen, noch bessere Werte zu bekommen. Hoffen wir mal, dass es gelingt und ich wieder in den einen oder anderen Turnover renne. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß beim Spiel.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith as we get ready for this very special broadcast of the NBA. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they lost game one in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus?
Well,
Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes 3 of us. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's always focused.
What up, Sam?
DJ.
Go get them season ticket holders what they paid for, boy. Season tickets. Sick.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We've got an electric crowd here in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, James Harden is a great offensive player, but there's no mistaking it. He does dominate the ball. Now, that can bother teammates sometimes, but Coach Mike D'Antoni says when they feel that paycheck every 2 weeks, that should make them play hard. You have to be a star in your role. So when James gets the ball to you, shoot it, and then run back and play hard as heck. Kevin?
Thanks. He's a great passer, David. There's no doubt he can set the table. And during this part of the season, a lot of lengthy road trips can be found for teams in the league. Clark, I would assume it's maybe sometimes hard to play at your best when you've been on the road for a long time.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, there's a galvanizing aspect to being on the road because it's just you and your teammates against the opponent. But when you're out on the road for a long time, things can get a little stale. You can become a little distracted, so it becomes very difficult, particularly for young teams, to work through the grind and adversity of being on the road. Veteran guys are used to it, but the young fellas often struggle with that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston, the two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Ariza and Anderson holding down the forward spots. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
And it's good to see Anderson give up his body, an effective screener who creates opportunities for his teammates with those solid screens.
Now here's Rivers. Oh, trying for it. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ball gets to Ariza. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Ball kicks to Anderson. It's Ariza on the wing. Gallinari covering. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Boy, I like the calmness of Ariza near the basket. I mean, really good at staying focused, even when the defense is all over him. Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
And Ariza no good on that one. And Ariza is certainly, Clark, of the 3-and-D mold as a veteran. That is often what players on the perimeter need to do as their athleticism starts to decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that. You know, it's just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Griffin passes to Gallinari. Reed a screen on Paul. Shot clock at 5. Beverly dishes to Gallinari, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Gallinari's got his first 3 points of the game. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Screen by Capella. Ball kicks to Capella. Here's the screen. Harden with it. Picked up by Rivers. Harden the pass to Paul. Off target with his 3. On offense, here are the Clippers. They trail by 1. There's Gallinari with the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Screen by Capella. Anderson a screen on Rivers. Back to Paul. Over Beverly. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his first points of the night.
From that area of the court, he's automatic. I mean, the mid-range jumper is and always will be Chris Paul's shot.
Griffin kicks to Reed. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Harden dishes to Paul. Back to Harden. Anderson, a screen on Rivers. Ariza has the open look. And again, the Rockets good for two. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Rivers kicks to Gallinari. It's Reed, high post. Clippers moving the ball around. Inside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Capella with a screen on Rivers. And it's Ariza in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Ariza's got 10 points.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
The dish to Beverly. Pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Harden kicks to Anderson. Screen by Capella. Capella with a screen on Gallinari. Harden outside. Over Rivers. Harden can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Reed a screen on Ariza. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by Capella.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Here's Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. He's got 5.
Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass, but when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
Now here's Griffin. Count the basket. Griffin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Screen by Capella. Ariza outside. To the right side. Paul passes to Anderson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Awesome watching Anderson get excellent position down low. Once he's established, he can rise up, and he does so with ease.
And Gallinari kicks to Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Griffin's got 8.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Griffin. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Now, here's Ariza. He's got 10. Anderson dishes to Paul. It's Anderson with the drive, and Anderson slams it in.
I like seeing Anderson take it strong to the rim. I mean, deceptive quickness from the big man there.
And you watch the way the Rockets play, Clark, a little bit of 7 seconds or less, certainly from their coach, Mike D'Antoni. Green lights to shoot from anywhere. Just attractive basketball. A lot of fun to watch. Clark, just how much fun is it to play in a team like that?
Well, I would think it would be the ideal way to play. Everybody's sharing the ball. There's plenty of possessions and opportunities. It's up and down trend. I mean, I think it's the way the game is intended to be played. There's a reason why Houston has done a great job of signing players the last few seasons, and part of it is their style and the chemistry the team seems to have in playing the way they do.
A free throw drops for Rivers. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich, for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Arbach and Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Pass to DJ. Dishes it to Decker. The feed to Rivers. He kicks to DJ. And the pass to Decker. Now here's Rivers. Fires for three. That shot misses. And Houston the other way now. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. DJ kicks to Griffin. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Boy, giving him a huge lift offensively. He's poised for a big game here.
Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Griffin.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Houston.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Paul for three, hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 8 points.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Hit by Harrell. Decker passes to Griffin. Back to Decker. Shoots over Tucker. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass. Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Now here's Paul. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Passes it to Tucker. Over in the corner, Mba'amute. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mba'amute's got his first 3 points of the game. DJ takes to Decker. Feeds it to DJ. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in assists. Number 1, Chris Paul. James Harden, 3rd.
And these two guys each initiate such tremendous ball movement. It's really fun to watch both of them operate.
Outside, Williams. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. Beyond the arc. Gordon kicks to Paul. Nene, the screen. Paul dishes to Mba'amute. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. Clippers trail by 4.
You know, one of the great strengths of Coach D'Antoni, to me, Kevin, is he really gives his players a lot of confidence. And his philosophy really clicks with players. They're comfortable playing for him. They know their responsibilities, and they play hard for D'Antoni. I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Tucker. Gordon a screen. Tucker with the ball. Now defended by Decker. 4 on the clock. Houston working now with the new shot clock. He can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Williams, that's good. And to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, he sees his players and asks, what can they do instead of what can't you do?
And, you know, he's had a lot of success last season elevating the Rockets and winning Coach of the Year in the process.
Now, here's Decker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. DJ passes to Harrell. He dishes it to DJ. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 17 now.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Wells is checked in. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Houston. .54 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Black. Ball left side. Just 5 on the clock. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. He's got 10.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Williams kicks to DJ. Here's Wells. It's good from long range. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And even when you get a hand up, Wells still drains it. I mean, excellent concentration. He's not a guy you can easily shake.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Called, no one around him. Kept alive by Houston. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires from deep. That shot missing. Now Decker. Blake Griffin getting it done for the LA Clippers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other too.
When you're
Kurze Viertel-Analyse, 3 Punkte, 2 Assists, leider ein Foul, aber das ist nicht ganz so schlimm. 6 Minuten gespielt, da ist noch viel Zeit übrig, da kann ich noch einiges draus machen. Zum Spiel selbst, das wird eine verdammt schwere Angelegenheit. Wir führen zwar im Moment mit einem Punkt, aber das kann sich auch ganz schön ändern. Die Rockets sehr stark, auch momentan steht es in der Saison für uns noch 2-1, also wir haben zweimal gewonnen, die Rockets einmal. Also da ist noch nichts klar, wird ein spannendes zweites Viertel. Viel Spaß.
starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
Williams is out there with Decker. Then there's Wells. Then it's DJ. And Harrell's in at the pivot, manning the middle. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Kings made some excellent plays. He ended up with 10 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. Let's see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
And, you know, given his last game, guys, you have to believe he'll be the go-to guy for them again tonight. I mean, he'll have every opportunity to keep that hot streak going.
And to think not long ago, DJ wasn't even playing basketball, but just recently it was announced he signed an exclusive shoe deal with Adidas. My, how fortunes can change.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
On the wing, Gordon. Here's Black. He's defended by Harrell. And here's Gordon. He had 15 points last outing. That one falls.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Here is Harden following the score by Lou Williams. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
You got to respect and you can't sleep on the passing ability of Harden. Love how he zips it over to open teammates.
Decker with a screen for Wells. Over Gordon. The shot by Wells, no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Tucker kicks to Gordon. The dish to Harden. There's the pick. Outside Gordon. High arcing shot, and the layup is good. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Decker with a screen for Wells. Off the pick. Jump shot is good. Wells has got 8 points.
And you don't want to give Wells space off the screen. That's when he hits you with that deadly jumper.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Nene outside. It's Harden.
Oh! Oh, man! And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Now here's Williams. 9 points last game out. Pass to Harrell. Here's Teodosic. Pass to Williams. Lets it go with a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. A different look for the Clippers. Willie Reed comes in for Decker. And it's Gallinari in for Williams. Anderson, he's checked in for Houston. Riza comes in for P.J. Tucker. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Outside Gordon. Dishes to Anderson. Gordon a screen. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And, you know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
Rivers, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Capella's checked in. Here's Teodosic, guarded by Harden. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston in the lead. And it's Ariza in the corner. Those three-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. The feed to Harden. Left side, Anderson. Here is Harden. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Now Gallinari. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. Count it. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Ariza. 10 points for him. There's the pass to Harden. Screen by Capella. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you know about Harden's shooting and his ability to get to the line and all that, but you know, Clark, what some people don't realize is just how fast he's going end to end. I mean, he can just blow by players in the open floor.
Yeah, he's got deceptive speed, Kevin. And part of that is how he's worked to change his body from his college days at Arizona State to who he is in the NBA. He slimmed down a bit, but he still has that strength and that barrel-chestedness that allows him to play so well through contact. But you're right, his speed is lethal and deceptive.
We always talk about what a good shot is from time to time. Clark, how would you define a good shot in the context of an offensive possession set?
To me, Kevin, a good shot is a shot that a guy can make 60 to 80% of the time when he takes it. Whether that's a three-point shot, your post-up moves, your mid-range jump shots, those are quality shots. And then the other piece of it is you don't want to take a lot of contested shots. You can make them as a pro, but good shots are shots you can make 60 to 80% of the time, and usually that means you're getting open shots versus contested shots.
There's Gallinari with the three. Here's Reed, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Reed's got 6.
And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, that's what happens. He burns you on the glass.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Second chance effort. Capella, some solid defense from Reed.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Mm-hmm. Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Teodosic. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza.
And, you know, Trevor Ariza continues to have an impact on both ends, guys. An amazing defender and an excellent shooter, too.
Griffin against Anderson. And that one's good. Griffin.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by Blake Griffin. A shot by Harden, wide open. Goes back up, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
And that one misses. Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now Gordon, following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. Gordon kicks to Harden. Lets it go from 11, and the basket is good. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
And, you know, Harden's in between game, money, cash. Any mid-range jump shot he gets, he lets it go, and I think they're all going in.
Now here's Griffin. He kicks to Reed. Passes it to Rivers. Reed a screen. Feeds it to Beverly. Buries the long-range jumper. Beverly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Gordon with it. 6 points for him. Screen by Capella. Back to Gordon. Here is Mbamute. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mbamute has got his third basket of the night right there.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Down low. Tries to keep it alive. Molinari dishes to Griffin. Reed a screen. Off the pick. They grab their own miss. 2 points. That one goes. 3 points for him. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Free throw line jump shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Rivers in the corner. Reed a screen. Second chance shot. Back to Beverly. Takes a three. And Mbamute pulls it in.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Harden kicks to Gordon. The baseline J. Harden missing again. The Clippers in the lead. Oh, Griffin in position. Reed a screen. Harden against Beverly. Good D by Harden. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
And Beverly kicks to Rivers. 14 feet away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Griffin's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Beverly. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Beverly's got his second bucket tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
The putback, it's good on the putback. Griffin's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Gordon from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got 9.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Reed a screen on Harden. And that one's good. Beverly's got his third basket of the night.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly there.
From deep Harden, and the three ball is good. Harden's got a pair of triples in the second now for Houston.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Blake Griffin getting it done for the LA Clippers. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Extrem spannendes Spiel, was wir hier sehen. Meine Leistungen in der ersten Hälfte durchwachsen. 3 Punkte, 2 Assists, 1 Turnover, 1 Foul, aber auch erst 7 Minuten gespielt. Also da ist noch einiges übrig. Nämlich genau 15 Minuten im zweiten Durchgang morgen. Da geht dann doch noch einiges. Aber sehr, sehr spannendes Spiel. 68 zur Halbzeit. Noch nichts entschieden. Das entscheidet sich morgen. Und wenn euch dieses Video gefallen hat, dann lasst einen Daumen hoch da. Ihr dürft auch sehr, sehr gerne kommentieren. Und wenn ihr uns noch nicht abonniert habt, dann abonniert uns doch einfach. Vergesst aber nicht, die kleine Glocke zu klicken neben dem Abonnieren-Button. Denn nur dann verpasst ihr gar nichts mehr bei uns auf dem Channel. Im Abspann könnt ihr jetzt auf die linke Seite des Bildschirms klicken für Tipps aus dem Kanal, auf die rechte Seite des Bildschirms für die komplette NBA 2K18 Playlist und in der Mitte, da könnt ihr uns abonnieren. Und ich sage Tschüss und macht's gut. Bis morgen.